Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook, and welcome to our football construction site as we build a team through the NFL Draft. You always hear others say that this particular draft is weak, or wait until next year to take this particular position, or the NFL draft is an inexact science, but we at Football Game Plan believe that all three of those statements are huge myths, and we're here to show you why as we go through 7 rounds of the NFL draft and pick players to make each NFL team better. But before we get started, let's take a look at the mock draft rules. You have to remember that the selections that you see in this mock draft will be based off of Football Game Plan Scouting player rankings, which you can find on our website at youtube.com/footballgameplan or footballgameplan.com/FBGP scouting. They're also based off what I would do as the general manager, not what I think they'll do, not what they have done or what they will do, but what I would do if I were the GM, and also what I believe are the team needs. So not what other people may think the team needs are. If I think they need a quarterback, then I'm gonna take a quarterback. That's how it's going to go for this mock draft. So it's time to put on my GM hat and let's get started in building up the NFL. Lions need help at linebacker, and I went with Temple's Hassan Reddick with their first round selection. Reddick can play inside or outside backer, and that flexibility will serve him well in Terrell Austin's defense. I think the Lions get a steal here with Jake Butt out of Michigan in the second round. Butt has the ability to play in line, which will allow Eric Ebron to be more of a flex tight end and give those wide receivers of Detroit the possibility of seeing more one-on-one coverage on the outside. And speaking of those Detroit wide receivers, adding a guy like Ryan Switzer serves 2 masters with 1 selection. Switzer is your quintessential slot receiver and would thrive in Detroit's passing game, and also is one of the best return men in the NFL draft. Continuing to strengthen the linebacking core with LSU's Duke Riley, there's not one particular part of his game that's great per se, but there's a whole lot of solid when you watch him play. Dwayne Smoot out of Illinois was excellent all week long at the Senior Bowl and will provide quality depth at defensive end for the Lions. Now, Detroit has 2 selections in round 6. Starting in the secondary, I chose Ezra Robinson out of Tennessee State. His style is very similar to Darius Slay, whom is already on the roster and is a tremendous corner, and I like him better in press because of his physicality, and he also has very good ball skills. The Lions have a gaping hole at the number 2 quarterback spot, and Antonio Pipkin would be the perfect fit in my opinion. He can get the tutelage from head coach Jim Caldwell, and with Stafford firmly entrenched as the starter for a very long time, Pipkin can soak in this offense and be the heir apparent when Stafford decides to hang him up, or he can be more than capable to step in and succeed if he goes down with an injury. So don't let his up and down Senior Bowl week overshadow the outstanding tape he put together throughout the course of his Tiffin career. And finally, the Lions get a jump ball threat in the red zone with Berlin Hunter out of Grambling, who has arguably the strongest hands in the NFL draft and is absolutely automatic in playing above the rim. So that's a wrap for this edition of Building Through the Draft. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook. And if you want to watch our other NFL team 7-round mock drafts, and you already should, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan, where you can catch all of our FBGP scouting prospect ranking videos. Also, subscribe to Football Game Plan podcast on iTunes.